All right, so I'm going to do my best to share my bullet journal with you. So the style that I like is just this size, not too much smaller, not too much bigger. This is a good size to just carry with you. Whatever it is that you choose, if you do a bullet journal, is just to make sure it's something that you like to look at, that you like to hold, like the weight of, just like you like interacting with it, because as soon as you don't like interacting with it, you won't, and then it becomes useless. So this is mine. I made this binder clip out of, or this pen loop out of a little piece of leather and a binder clip. That was my first one, and then I thought I'd like to have more pens, so I just kind of mocked this up out of hot glue and felt. And I want to make another one, but it's fun to just kind of play around with that. So I'm going to open it up and I'm going to try and show just the most basic elements of a quote-unquote bullet journal. Even though bullet journal just has kind of broadened to mean, personalized, the key elements are these. The first one is this, the index. So the index tells you where everything is. When you put something new in there, you write the page number down, you write down what it is, and now you can find it no matter what. So if I want to know where my woodworking projects are, I just open up and look at woodworking projects and go to page 13. The next, which is really important, I didn't know or appreciate how important it was the future log. When you think of something that you want to accomplish, but it's a little bit in the future, and you just don't know what to do with it right now, or you can't do anything about it right now, you put it in your future log. So like if I want to go gopher shooting with my friend Steve, I might call him in May and see if he's available to do that summer. I like to, this isn't strictly bullet journal stuff. This is where you personalize it, but I like to know when the dates and the days are, so I write those down, and I'll continue it as the year continues. I'll skip over that because it's not strictly bullet journal. Here's the monthly view. This is bullet journal stuff. The classic bullet journal is a list of dates and days, the initial of the day, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to use that, but I'm giving it a try. What I do use a lot is this list for tasks. So when I think of something that I think that I can get done or should get done or want to get done this month, it goes in January's tasks list. So it goes from just kind of general something that I'd like to do to something that I'd like to get done or should get done this month. And then you have your dailies. So I spilled some chocolate on this one. But this is where you just kind of, it's just kind of a stream of consciousness throughout the day. So once you write the date and the day, Wednesday, January 17th, you can write tasks. You can, if something comes to your mind, you write it there. You just kind of let things flow out of you in that daily thing. At least that's the idea. I do it a little differently, but that's the idea. For this week, I'm doing a little differently. When I have a task that I want to accomplish this month, it goes here. If I think that I can accomplish it this week, it goes here. And then I have just kind of some really quickly bulleted tasks or reminders that may be more detailed out over here. But, I say I want to go to the store, but then I have a list somewhere of the things that I want to get at the store. So I don't write the entire list of things that I want to buy. I just know that I do want to go there. I went to see a movie, just came back from that. So I can so triumphantly mark off that I saw a movie. I did go to the store. I'm doing this right now. I'll count this video as done. And these work lists, I didn't get those done, so maybe I'll try and get those done tomorrow when we're driving back home. We're out of town right now. So that's what that weekly view looks like. And that is pretty much bullet journaling. The index, the monthly view, and the weekly view. Beyond that, it's just kind of whatever you want it to be. These are notes for a podcast that I try to do, and these are things that I'd like to do in my parenting, and I tutor some kids on Fridays, so I write what we talked about and what I left them for practice there. Here's ideas for podcasts, and all those things are referenced back in the index. Let's see if I kind of feel like I wrote some things down that didn't make it into the index. Let's see. So that was the only other thing. Amber and I want to see if we can extremely limit our technology use, what that might look like. So I'll put that in the index. Limited technology experiment. What page was that? I believe it was 31, but I can never just write it. So there's 32, this is 31. 31. Now I know where it is forever. A few things that I've added. I have some, by the way, I really like these pens. I like to interact with them. So I highly recommend the Sharpie writing pens. Also called art pens if you want to pay more for them. So these are some big goals that I have for this year. I don't have them all fleshed out, but even just today under the man, this is just, things that stereotypically men might be thought of as doing. I thought today as I was watching 12 Strong, the movie that I went to see, that I'd like to know what all those hand signals mean that soldiers give to each other, just kind of like things like this and to go, and I don't know what all those mean, but maybe that could be a thing that I'd like to learn this year. So that's what I call my level 10 goals. I get the joy of marking them off as I do them. Something else that I do that's a little bit of an addition, a merging of bullet journaling and GTD, Getting Things Done by David Allen, is I keep my GTD lists back here. Oh, here's something else that I made that I really like. This is Pocket that you see on Moleskines. If I think of something, I'll write it down here. This is where my kind of free flow of thought goes in my inbox. And then I'll decide what I want to do with them. I just want to look up something I saw in the movie. Here is maybe this will turn into a goal, so I might write that in the goals. Side pocket pen holder, that's just an idea. Will it turn to a task or a project, or what exactly will it be? Not sure yet, but it stays here until I can figure that out, and hopefully I figure that out within a day or two of writing something down. Something else from GTD is context lists, so things that I can only do in a specific place. You kind of run the danger if you write something on a specific day of not getting it done in that day and feeling bad, getting tired of interacting with that task and never getting it done. So I do like the idea of context lists, things that I can only do when I have the internet, things that I can only do when I'm out running errands, things that I can only do, if I'm at home or if I'm talking to Amber. Those can be context lists. But I was at the movie, I was washing my hands in the bathroom, some kid looked at this when I set it down and was like, nice book. So I really enjoyed that. I like that kid more than I like myself, because he was like 12 and he told some guy that he had a nice book. So I'm pretty happy with it right now, and it's working out pretty well. And that pretty much sums it up. So hope you enjoyed.